if we think about innovation and how it's affecting urban development in major cities, I think it's important to think about urban innovation and how we can foster transformation through platforms. I'm going to put some examples which would be more easy to understand. In the present time, we are working in Madrid Innovation Lab, which is a private-public collaboration with Comunidad de Madrid, Madrid Community, Madrid Capital, which would be the Spanish clusters of urban solution, and ourselves, Metropoli, as a research institute. We collaborate to look into Metropoli 2040. So in a way, we are innovating not only in creating the platform itself, but innovation is intended to identify opportunity projects that could really foster the sustainable development of the city of Madrid. If we think about urban solutions in itself, I think that is an innovation by its ground. In one of our research, we had this data that it says that in the near future, 22% of the global or the world's GDP is going to be associated to urban solutions. So in a way, it is something to consider. How can we integrate them in our design processes and in our projects from the beginning? Another major, for example of innovation, urban innovation, would be the city of Málaga. I think it's an international case that is well known. But we started to work with Málaga 15 years ago, which is very interesting. It had political stability since then. And our challenge was, how do we envision that future of Málaga so it's not just giving services to a tourist, sector, but actually by itself it can become a leading city that attracts talent to work and live. So that idea was set 15 years ago. And in these 15 years, there was a city vision created. So the city vision is a driver for this urban innovation. And it really oriented the very important sort of backbone projects to emerge and start to create an atmosphere that creates magnetism for investors, magnetism for talent. And there are very different types of projects, from changing, for example, the port to a city port, to other projects. But in itself, the major element is how a city project by itself can be a platform for innovation and urban transformation. I think in Spain at the moment, and in other European cities, one of the main opportunities that we have, that actually we are in present time as well working in Málaga, is how our monofunctional tech parks or industrial districts that are obsolete can transform themselves into innovation districts. They are well-connected places, and they have the potential to really promote hybrid urbanism that is really has a quality in public space, a quality in its built environment, and really become new hubs and new entities in a more pluricentric structure in our cities. Innovation districts are hubs in a city. They can become new centralities. They would normally actually, there are two types. One is when they are created in a brownfield. So we do an urban transformation of an industrial district in that orientation to create that innovation space, a space for innovation. The other one would be a greenfield operation where we start from zero to design the innovation districts. One example of brownfield could be Boston Innovation District. An example of greenfield would be actually one of the first innovation districts, which is in Singapore, called One North, that 25 years ago we had the pleasure of advising. And if we think about ingredients of these ecosystems and these innovation districts, there are three main elements or ingredients that I would like to present or identify that it could become the reason why it could create that magnetism for talent and for investors. And one being the hybrid urbanism, the mixed use, the capacity to create a community where you work, live, where you play, learn. Education is a very important aspect. Another element is connectivity. Connectivity to the city, accessibility, and as well connectivity to cultural infrastructure and natural assets that could be around the location. And finally, the importance of the public space, which would be that relationship between urbanism and architecture, the streetscape, where we will have our encounters. It's important to go and think where innovation can happen, and it happens in places that are not isolated and planned, but it happens in this meeting of the mind space, in these places of exchange. Therefore, the public space is a very important factor to unite these conditions. I would say that for investors, this is a very interesting opportunity, because a place that is hybrid, a place that is a new centrality in a city, has the potential to be resilient, apart from sustainable, but resilience means less risk. Yes, I think the district is a very important encounter, let's say a very important event, because not only you have the chance to meet professionals that might have the same interest, or you meet the stakeholders, or you meet people from the field, but it's a place where you're learning from cities, where you're learning from singular projects. It's a place that actually expands and extends the network of opportunities, and that means the opportunities for future projects in itself. So I believe it's a very enriching environment.